Welcome back, Devils fans. In this video, I am going to take a look at the 23-24 season promotional theme night giveaway calendar that just came out a couple days back. I am a huge collector and a kind of a merchandise hoarder. So I always love when they come out with this calendar to kind of see what games am I going to go to just for whatever they're giving away and whatnot. So let's get into it. I got the schedule here in front of me, so I'm going to go through all of them, including the ones that don't really or give something away where it's more of a theme. But opening night, October 12th, all fans will receive a commemorative team poster. And they're going to have the red carpet arrivals and the fan fest and all that stuff. So opening night, a team poster. I have a bunch of random posters from different things they've done over the years. Not one of my favorite giveaways. I'm more of a calendar guy than the poster. But okay, opening night, poster, team poster. And then we go October 25th. Oh, by the way, the opener is against Detroit. I figured everybody knew that. October 25th against Washington. It's Hispanic Heritage Night. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any giveaway. So there's, concourse performances, activations, in-game features, and more. Does nothing for me. So October 25th, Hispanic Heritage Night. Nothing really special about that to me whatsoever. You're not giving us anything. And, okay, on to the next one. October 29th, Mascot Madness versus Minnesota. There's going to be mascots from around the league there. And now we're getting something juicy. The first 9,000 fans in attendance will receive an NJ bobblehead. I am an absolute bobblehead hoe. I love all the bobbleheads they've done over the years. I actually believe I have every single one they've ever given away in team history. One day, I'll have a more in-depth kind of review of things in the collection museum. But, here's a Jack one from, I don't even remember if this was last year or a couple years ago. I just have a couple that are kind of right near me that I could grab easily. This is sick. I actually went to Albany for this, for the Marty Brodeur Utica Devils throwback. This is actually one of my favorite ones. I love this bobblehead. It's just pretty sick with the Marty with the old school Utica jersey. But, so October 29th, the very first bobblehead night, it'll be of NJ Devil. They gave one away back in the Continental days. Probably it was like, I don't know offhand. I want to say like 04 or 05. Really sick bobblehead. But I look forward to getting that one on October 29th. And then we go to November 10th, Military Appreciation Night against Washington. First 9,000 fans get a camo. I lost it here. I think it's a camo bucket hat. Yep, camo bucket hat. First 9,000 fans. A lot of people like the hats. I have nothing against hats, but just doesn't get the juices flowing the way the bobbleheads do. But the camo bucket hat, probably pretty cool. November 25th is the annual Hockey Fights Cancer. I don't think doesn't seem like there's going to be a giveaway for that one either. It's just more of like a theme night. December 21st against Edmonton, Pride Night. Celebrate Pride at the Rock. Nothing really more described there. No giveaway associated with it. So again, another one where it's like, okay. January 6th against Vancouver. Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Night. Same thing. Performances, activations, in-game features. You're not giving me anything. I don't care. If you're not giving me something, I don't care. Now this is a very interesting one. January 20th against Dallas, Ring of Honor. The Devils will induct the second honoree into the Ring of Honor prior to the game they take on the Stars. All fans will get a Ring of Honor pin. All right, so a pin's cool. It's not a bobblehead, but a pin is pretty cool. Now, the bigger question is who is going to be inducted into the Ring of Honor? And the even bigger question is, what the hell happened to the Ring of Honor for the last 7 years? I think it was about 7 years ago, sometime in 2016, when they put Dr. McMullen in there. And it seemed like it was going to be an ongoing thing with the team where we were going to honor guys that were not quite, jersey retirement worthy, but that made positive contributions to the team in some way, whether they were front office executives like Dr. McMullen or Lou Lamoriello, or even players that would kind of fit the mold of a Ring of Honor more so than having their jersey retired. So, for me, offhand right away, the number one guy that I think of immediately that would be a Ring of Honor guy would probably be like a Sergey Brylin, right? 3-time Cup winner with the Devils, 95, 2000, 2003 Cup champ. Only guy on all three teams that's not going to have his jersey retired, as Stevens, Dano, and Marty did. And Needs. Can't forget Needs. Stevens, Dano, Marty, Needs, all their jerseys retired, and rightfully so. I think Sergey is a guy that definitely deserves some sort of recognition from the team, but not have his jersey retired. So I don't think his 18 should go to the rafters, and it never will. But I do believe Sergey Brylin should be a member of the Ring of Honor. Now, I've also heard a rumor from several people that the Ring of Honor is supposedly going to be for non-players only, as in execs or coaches, but not players. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm very curious to see, because I've seen that in multiple places, and I've heard from a few people that supposedly was what their vision of the Ring of Honor moving forward was. I hope that's not true, because like I said, there are tons of players that I believe do deserve recognition that aren't going to get their jerseys retired, but would be perfect fits for something like the Ring of Honor. In addition to Brylin, guys that come into my head right now, real quick, for Ring of Honor, I think a guy like a Claude Lemieux would be a good fit for the Ring of Honor. 2-time Cup champ with us, won the Conn Smythe in '95. I think he is a perfect example of a guy who is not going to get their jersey retired, but definitely deserves some form of recognition, and I think a Ring of Honor would be great for guys like that. So January 20th, Ring of Honor, very curious to see. And then a lot of times the team in the past has done events like the opponent is kind of an indicator of what it could be. So I'm trying to think of anyone who might be affiliated with Dallas in some way. Or I could just be fishing here, and it could have nothing to do with Dallas or anyone who's ever associated with Dallas. It could just be a random night that they picked. But very curious to see that, and I'm very curious to see when that will be announced. Because, it's like, we got a long time, so who knows when they'll announce that. But look out for that. February 6th, Black History Celebration against Colorado. And blah, blah, blah. First 9,000 fans will receive a mini helmet. So I don't know if they've ever given a mini helmet away before. That's a pretty cool thing. So that's a pretty cool giveaway, February 6th, against Colorado, mini helmets. Then we go to February 24th and 25th. They're calling it Next Generation Weekend, presented by RWJ Barnabas Health. And that is going to be a back-to-back bobblehead weekend. I am in my absolute glory. Bobbleheads are my favorite things that they've ever given out. I guess the only other thing to me that even is in the echelon of the bobblehead giveaways throughout the years is probably the mini banners for the retirement nights. Obviously, those are amongst the best items they've ever given away. They've done some cool stuff, but I think the bobbleheads and the banners are the ones that jump out to me right away. But that's going to be another video, actually, because now I'm doing this, I'm going to go back and look at a historical perspective of Devils giveaway items. So look for that soon, because this has kind of got me thinking about all the things over the years. So then we got back-to-back bobbleheads. February 24th is Dawson-Mercer, who's never been immortalized in a Devils bobblehead yet. And then on the 25th, it is Jesperbratt. So Mercer and Bratt, two of the young core pieces of the Devils, will be immortalized in bobblehead form February 24th, 25th. I'll definitely be there to get those. I love the bobbleheads. March 5th, Gender Equality Night. Gender Equality Night. I'm reading here, blah, 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 blah. No giveaway. No giveaway. Just another theme night with no tangible item. Give me an item. I want an item. Your sponsors are paying for it. You're not paying for it. Give us something for free. We demand it. March 9th, video game day. Video game day, and the first 9,000 fans in attendance will receive video game themed socks. I'm not really sure what to make of that. I guess they could be cool depending on what the theme, video game theme socks entails. I will say that I feel old because years are flying by, but maybe 4 or 5 years ago it was, maybe the Devils had that poster series where every game they had a different artist design a poster for that game, and there was one where they did like a homage to NHL 94 with like the old school, was that 16-bit graphics? Really cool poster, probably one of the cooler posters from that season because I remember it vividly. And I guess if they did something like that for socks, it could be cool. But I do find it interesting that a giveaway is socks, where that's like the joke of the worst holiday presents ever. Like, oh, I got a pair of socks, and now you're giving it away at a hockey game. I don't know. I could be wrong. Hopefully the socks are fire and they're something really cool. But video game socks, the jury's out on that. March 9th, get your socks. And then April 15th, Jersey Appreciation Night. April 15th, Jersey Appreciation Night. First, another one, another bobblehead. First 9,000 fans in attendance will receive a Timomeier bobblehead. Oh man, so I guess that's the last game of the season, and that brings our bobblehead count to 4. So we got njdevil, dawsonmercer, jesperbratt, timomeier, 4 bobbleheads on the season. I guess that's probably around what they've been averaging. Hopefully none of them are anything ridiculous like, you know, Ghostbusters themed and Star Wars and all this other nonsensical shit that they've done in the past with just kind of interjecting this random theme with a player. Yeah, it was like Ken Danico Ghostbusters and Nico Star Wars. Like, come on, guys. Just give us the players in a jersey playing hockey. That's what we want on our bobbleheads. Hopefully that's what it is. But overall, I have to say I'm pretty disappointed with the promotional schedule. The 4 bobbleheads is good. I could always say, you know, why not have 8 bobbleheads? I'm not going to be greedy. But it just seems like there's a lot of opportunity there to do cooler stuff that is not happening. And there was only a few other things that were tangible giveaways aside from the bobblehead. So I don't know. I have been a harsh critic on the Devils' marketing efforts pretty much my whole life, and I will continue to be that way until I am proven wrong. But I will say with 41 home games, I think maybe there was 8 or 9 max giveaway items. I mean, I believe that's tragic. In a world where corporate sponsors are sponsoring the giveaway items, meaning they're paying for them. So the bobbleheads, right? Like, you know, here's this Jack one. You see that RWJ Barnabas Health logo on the little placard there? You know, they paid for these to be made. They paid for these to be made. So there's no reason to not do more giveaways. It's not costing the team money. I'm not even going to talk about how relatively inexpensive these things cost to make anyway. But even if you wanted to be a penny pinching organization, other people will pay for the giveaways. So I'm at a loss as to why we're not doing more giveaways, better giveaways, because in the end, other people are paying for it and it will drive ticket sales. I go to a lot of games per year, and I pick the games, you know, depending on what fits my schedule and the opponent. There's a whole lot of reasons, but I try my hardest to go to the bobblehead games because I love them and I collect them and I collect all kinds of Devils crap. So I always make an effort to get to the bobblehead games. And that's just the point of the giveaways, right? So you make the bobbleheads, you could put them against, you give them out on less desirable games. You might want to give them out on a Tuesday night against the Florida Panthers or Columbus or somebody who people aren't typically clamoring to go buy tickets to go see live. I'm going to go because I want the bobblehead, and I know I'm not alone in that. So Devils marketing, promotions, do better. I will hope for better next year and going forward, but it probably won't happen. If anyone who's watching this works for the Devils, owns the Devils, anything like that, your boy is available for either full-time employment or consulting opportunities. It's all right here. We could make change together. But that is my long-winded review of the promo, theme, giveaway, blah, blah, blah calendar for the 23-24 season. I look forward to getting the 4 bobbleheads. And that's probably all I really care about on that list. But anyway, look for the video to come. I'm now going to do a historical perspective on the history of the quality giveaways the Devils have done over the years. That's it, guys. Until next time, friends, let's go Devils.